Hi and welcome to Odyssey of Ascension. It's Roxanne once again. Thank you all for tuning in. It is Friday's channeling. And thank you. Here we go. Greetings once again to the collective. Let me give you guys an idea on how something works. Maybe this will release some of the tension in your life. You guys are very tense about things. Understand the difference between the will of the now, not your will. Your will drove you through times of trouble. Your will, let's say, forged a new isness of yourself, reached a goal. Your will got you through those times. It's not the will of the now. It's a construct. The will of the now, we gave a channeling on it. And I want to show you the difference between the will of the now and command. Because I will thee. Open sesame. Commanding. All the same vibration. Okay, here I go. Follow me along. I'm going to create a galaxy real quick for you. Let's just take into account that the universe is already set in an algorithm. Kashika universe. I go, hey Kashika. He goes, what's up? And I said, hey, I want to create a galaxy over here. Perfect, go ahead, have fun. Okay? So I go over there and I take an idea of a tetrahedron corner. And I bend the frequency of that space-time continuum. And that idea, because it's a third density, that's why I'm adding in time on this relevant universe, relevant galaxy. So I'm over here, and I take it, and I bend a certain idea. That certain idea is called consciousness. It is not an idea of solid. It is not particle of information yet. It is a thought. And I start to will my thought with my non-intention of intention. I have an idea, and immediately, there's no time between me and talking to Akashica and it's starting. That's your illusion. It's in the now. So in that idea, I'm taking this idea and I'm starting to call consciousness through the will of the now to come and create ideas together. Co-creation, if you will. So in that idea, a tetrahedron forms in and of itself and it starts an algorithm. Look at the algorithm here. You see it? It's called a coffee cup. Roxy's not willing the coffee cup to be the coffee cup over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. She's not willing it. They willed it already. She created the idea through the isness of the now, and there it is, and it's now in an algorithm in Roxy's reality to be an idea of a coffee cup. Holding coffee, and the coffee's there too, having its own algorithm. And look, it's liquid, it's moving. It's got an algorithm about it too. Because it is will. It's willing itself. It's not commanding. I'm not telling it to be. That's where you guys are mixing up the will of yourself and the commandment of yourself. And that idea tetrahedron says idealized corner of a galaxy. We talk in corners so you guys can have representations of edges because that's how you thrust your isness by is right now is edges. So we take this idea and then I have a space between this corner and over here and this. And I put another tetrahedron in the sacred geometry starts to call in the bended light. And the light starts to form in gross matter because I am giving it the will of the now and an idea to co-create. And everybody comes to the party. No one says, no, I can't be there. I don't want to give my particles of information up to give you guys an idea of a galaxy because then I will be less than. See, you can't have less. There's always the unknown. And therefore, everything is always available for you to create the unknown because that's what we do. We're the known into the unknown. Okay. So that light gets bended. And it gets slowed down to an idea of mass. Matter, M-A-T-T-E-R, that you guys gross it down to a matter or take it down to a gross matter and then it vibrates at a certain frequency and starts to become an idea of solidity. Physical, 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 physical. And then you even take it and slide it down even further, slow it down, and you start to add the touches and you make it into finite. So that idea is already doing that because I'm will of the now. I am an idea. I am an expression. I don't know how, nor do I need to. I never need to, because I am creation, and creation knows itself. And the idea has been explored and explored and explored, and it's understood. And the building blocks of creation keep happening because we all communicate through the isness of one. It is not me creating a universe. I am the universe creating myself. I am creating the universe. Inside that universe, I create a galaxy. And that galaxy goes, I am you. So the galaxy creates itself for me. It's there. It does everything. I'm not going, okay, give me some plans. Okay, we've got this place in the, yeah, there's the space. We're going to make it 200,000 parsecs. Okay, so we're going to do, and then we're going to stretch it over here. So do we have any subcontractors to go over there and to stabilize this corner of the universe? There's nothing required. That's what you guys are. Gods that just be the now, isness, knowing, and receiving sequentialtaneously forever. You don't have effort, you don't have time, you don't have, I need to know how. So you guys want to know how to create a life of ease. It's already there. You've already created it. You're just commanding your life out of fear to prevent an idea of a collapse. There's an idea that was emailed to Roxy today, and it was a question about, okay, so what you're saying, Roxy, is to quit your job and let go of everything and become homeless because that's the will of the higher self. No. It is to let go that which you not choose. And why would your mind immediately go to the will of the now, saying the will of the now is going to be make you homeless? That's the way you think, darling. That's what you think is valid. That's your mind saying, if I quit my job, this is the result. I am causality of a universe. I am enslaved to money. I'm enslaved to a job. No, you're not. 3.5 years, Roxy doesn't have a job. Doesn't go to work. Had probably 30, 35, 40 entities over the last 3.5 years quit their jobs, and they're still humming along. But see, that can't be given. That has to be chosen. You have to choose the idea and allow the will of the now to give you the life that's already there. The universe is already done, and we get to experience it being birthed over and over again in the galaxy that I'm creating right now. And now watch it. See it? It's starting to form. It's starting to be its idea, dimension, density, difference. It's starting to vibrate in frequencies. It's calling in the moons and the suns, and it's calling in the ideas of the vortexes and the displacement of space, and to give it gravity. And then it's bringing in entities that create themselves as planets. And those planets create itself as animals, and animals on top of the idea of the planets now birth themselves in their own ideology. And it's the will of the now creating. There's no intention here, guys. How can you command something out of lack? Well, every time you think you need something out of the now, then you are in commandment of yourself lacking. Excellent. So, here's what the idea is. Don't will your will. Allow your will to give you what you already are. You're running interference by being a commander of your universe because you're so damn scared to release and allow God to show up at your doorstep and go, you ready to have a great life? Let's go. That's what it's going to be. But as long as you constitute, I have to command this to happen. Why do I create that? Why did I create? You didn't create that. That's the will of the now, showing you how to choose yourself in simplicity or complication. There's nothing negative in your reality, save that which you choose to be negative. Because you are God, interpreting your reality through your subjective universe as we all are. In creation, everything outside of us wills itself through my idea of my understanding of myself, my creative worthiness, if you would, my expansion of myself, and it acts in such concordance with me because it is unconditional as I am to it, and of course it becomes the universe that I am, not expecting. I am being. And I can never shadow myself with thoughts of degradation about what appears in front of me in any now. That is saved for the riches of humanity to understand themselves in separation. And that's your choice to do that now or not. The will of the now is already enacted. There's nothing you need to do. You cannot become more than you already are, and you are everything, so stop trying to become more. That will give you the life of bliss, the freedom, the opportunities to create out of passion, to create a reverence and love, and bring your art to the world, whether your art is an idea of an electronic. doing electronics in an assembly line. If that's your art, so be it. See, you're the one that doesn't want to quit. You're the one who loves to go to work. And it's not work, it's the relationship with the reality. You call it work, you call it a job, you call it enslavement, and that's what it shall be. But know that that is not your highest joy, and it will not remain if you release it and allow the will of the now to show you other reliabilities that you need in temporary fulfillment to allow you to allow the miracles in. And then you let go of reliability on safe and secure futures, and you start to be something unbound, unbonded. No more bondage for yourself because you have released your own tethers. Oh my, yes you have. And all you did was allow the now and take the will and say, show me. Take the earthification you gave yourself. But every time you think you're smart, then be smart and have fun. But don't expect change if you're recirculating yourself in ideas of commandment. And that commandment is lack. That's the scepter. Lack. I command separation. Have fun. I love you guys. Bye. Beautiful. Talked about that in last night's class, and it was extraordinary. He took us through the whole galaxy, so he gives a lot of really cool details about it, on how things work and the signatures and the algorithms, and it was just beautiful. And yeah, it was amazing. Thank you guys. We'll see you next Wednesday. Love you. Bye.